So I've been getting quite a few number of views on my slope field multiple choice practice problem video. So I thought I'd do another two practice problems. These are taken from the textbook in the calculus textbook in openstacks.org. So it's a free resource you can go check out if you want to see a lot of different calculus problems that are not in your textbooks. These answers them, not all of them are correct as open source, but most of them are from what I've seen. Okay, so this is one of the types of problems where we're given five differential equations over here on the right-hand side, and we got to match it to the five slope fields given. Okay, so if you remember, there's some tips and tricks that I presented in the other video. If you watch that as well, I'm going to use them here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but I'm going to use them here. Okay, so we have five differential equations, five slope fields. So let's see if we can spot any easy ones first. For example, for number 84, it's y prime equals 3y. There is no dependency on x. So as we move along in the x direction, the slope should not be changing. Do we see one with that one? It's choice C, right? As we move along in the x, the slopes aren't changing. So this one will be number 84. All right. Okay. Similarly, for 85, there's no dependency on y for the slope. Y prime's the slope on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there's no dependency on y. So as we move along in the y direction vertically, the slope should not be changing. Do we see one for that? That's choice E, number 85. Okay, again, as you move along in the y, you see the slopes aren't changing. Okay, for number 86, y prime is e to t. If you know the solution to this differential equation, if we just solve this differential equation, the solution is e to t plus c. Do we see the exponential function? It's this one, right? Right there. That's choice B. So number 86 is this one. Okay, now the two more difficult ones. We have half y plus t, number 87, and negative t times y. So let's do the sign test with number 88. Okay, so when x and so in quadrant one, t and y, not x and y, t and y are both positive in quadrant one. Over here, I'm going to use choice E as the choice D as the guinea pig, okay? So t and y are positive, and then number 88 tells us that the slope should be negative because negative times a positive is a negative. Do we have negative slopes in quadrant one for choice D? Yes. How about quadrant one in choice A? No. So we eliminate choice A, and we know that number 88 is matching choice D, and then by process of elimination, number 87 is this guy, choice A. Okay, so notice how I use those patterns and tricks in the other video that I presented, okay? Here's another 5. Let me just zoom out a little bit. It'll be a little smaller, but hopefully you can see it in the video. All right, okay. So here's another 5. Let's start matching. Okay, well, I'm already eyeballing number 92 because y prime is sine squared y. There's no dependency on t like before. So as we move in the t direction, the slope should not be changing. Do we see one that has that property? Choice D, number 92. Let me not circle. Okay. So we got rid of 92 right there. Okay. Now for 91, I'm eyeballing that as well because we know that tangent is undefined at certain values in the domain, right? In this case, tangent y. So like, for example, when y is pi over 2, tangent is undefined. There's a vertical asymptote there. So look, there's like the switching thing that's occurring if you look in choice A, where there's like a vertical tangent and then there's a vertical tangent in the other direction almost, if you look at this point that I circled right there. Okay, so that gives us a clue that it might be choice A for 91. And you can even see once again what's happening right here as well. It's negative. Okay, pi over 2 is around 1.5-ish, yeah? So it's negative here, and then it probably switches to a positive vertical tangent, if you can see. I'm with the arrow kind of small. Okay, so likely 91 is choice A. Okay, cross that out now. Okay, now let's figure out 93 maybe. We can do the sign test. So in quadrant 1, the slope should always be positive because y and t are positive, so we can eliminate choice E right away, right? So, and then in um 4, in quadrant 4, y is negative, but x is positive. Yeah? So when y is being squared, it's going to be a negative number squared is positive. So our slopes are always positive in quadrant 4. Okay, so it looks like from our choices left, we eliminate E already, right? In quadrant 4, we just said the slope should be positive. Eliminate choice B. So choice C is left. So number 93 is this one. Okay, now we have 89 and 90 left. Okay, so notice that when we plug in y equals 0 into 89, we get y prime equals t times 0, which is 0. So when y equals 0, meaning the x-axis, the t-axis, sorry, we should have slopes of 0. Which one of the two, B or E, has that? That's choice B right there. You have your slopes of 0. So this is number 89. And then by process of elimination, this is number 90. Okay? How'd you do? Hopefully, this is another good 10 problems, two or 10, or however you want to categorize problems, to start practicing those, looking for those patterns, doing the sign test and all that, the things that I demonstrated in this video. Hopefully this was helpful. Please give this video a like if it was helpful for you at all. Hopefully I'll see you in another video as well. Bye.